Stay connected indeed. Welcome back to Information Week's Valley View. As I said earlier in the show, we spent the summer recalibrating Valley View to include a new component, and that is our elevator pitch, which is the way that different startups will be able to come onto the show and make a pitch to not only you, the members of our online audience, but to me and Fritz, and also to our judges that we have here in the studio with us today, who will be scoring those presentations. Each of those startups will get 3 minutes to make their best elevator pitch, and then our judges will give them their scores. So we want to get started with this component of the show. Fritz, who's our first guest?
Our first guest is Appthority, and we have the president and co-founder, Domingo Guerra. Hi, Domingo. And I'm going to give you this mic, and your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay. So Appthority is the authority in app security. We've seen the enterprise embrace the mobile world and its advances in productivity and connectivity, and people want a mobile workforce. But with BYOD, or bring your own device, also comes bring your own apps. So what are these apps doing? There's a lot of risks involved in mobile apps. We've seen very difficult solutions trying to manage these things, but IT struggles with blacklist when there's over 1 million apps out there, if you count different operating systems. It's very fragmented in terms of developers. Of the top 50 iOS apps, 40 come from different unique developers. It's no longer IT purchasing software from known good vendors. There's also an explosion in mobile malware. And even beyond malware, up to 80% of the top iOS and Android apps can receive and send corporate data. So the worlds of the consumer and the enterprise have blended in mobile. There's some solutions like mobile device management, mobile app management that can do enforcement or management. So IT says, block that app, and they'll block it. But how does IT build mobile policy if they don't know what apps do? Enter Appthority. At Appthority, we've built a cloud-based system which scans iOS and Android apps for risks. We look at everything from malware to corporate data leakage and other types of risks that the enterprise doesn't like. And we customize these reports particular to the enterprise. We know security is not a one-size-fits-all. We see the same app might be safe for someone like Cisco, but not safe for someone like Morgan Stanley. So we give the IT departments the ability to customize those scores and produce those automatic reports. Thank you. So what does Appthority do? Appthority scans those apps and then partners with top vendors in the industry in the mobile space. That means you can have app reputation when you create apps and develop apps. We work with enterprise app developers or third-party app developers like Accelerator. If you'd want to distribute the apps, we work with enterprise app stores like Aperion and Haptique. If you want to use the apps, we work with MDM providers like Boxstone, Fixmo, or IronKey. And if you want to search for apps, we can work with search providers like Quixy. We're always adding new partners. We're solution agnostic, and we connect over REST API. So it's a great way for IT departments to have intelligence on what apps do, but also be able to implement that in the systems they already use today. They don't have to learn a new user interface. They don't have to learn a new tool. Finally, why we say you should get Appthority. You get everything that we spoke about, which is mobile app risk management. You get an award-winning team and award-winning technology. When we launched the product, we were named the most innovative company of RSA Conference 2012. And you get it at consumerization prices. So how much does an app cost? It's 99 cents. You can get Appthority for only $1.50 per user per month. And that's a lot cheaper than a lot of the other solutions out there that try to charge per app scanned, especially when you have 1 million apps out there.
Wow. Right there in 3 minutes.
Domingo was not even looking at a clock. That was quite well timed. Well, I want to turn to our judges here, and first let's introduce them. We'll start closest to me. You already saw Art Whitman, Vice President of Information Research, talking about his interview with Zach Nelson. We have Boonsy Dickinson, who reports for Byte.com, and then Charlie Babcock, who reports for InformationWeek.com. And so, Boonsy, I'm going to throw it to you because Byte does report a lot on the mobile device management marketplace and a lot of the BYOD, bring your own device. That's a big theme on Byte. So what'd you think?
I like it. I've heard great things about your company, and I think you nailed the pitch.
Thank you.
Presented the problem of apps.
And is there a score? Do we have a score? A 9. All right. Okay. And I'm going to go over here to you, Art, because you guys, Information Week Research, we put out a bunch of reports that compare technologies like this to each other. You actually do have a report in circulation right now that's about mobile device management. So you presided over the development of that report. What do you think?
I think it's a good approach. to a problem that maybe enterprise shouldn't be trying to solve, which is I would rather see applications that wall off what users do as private people and what they do as employees and divide those two spaces. So I think that this is a good solution for some people, but there may be better ways to go to actually approach the problem. And so for that, Russian Judge gives you a 7.
Russian Judge gives you a 7. Okay, Charlie.
I don't think we can do enough in this space. I think you've got a good approach. What I like is not only the discovery and scanning that you do from the cloud, but the ability to, I believe, check on behaviors and keep some bad behavior out of somebody's enterprise. So I'm going to give you a 9 for good effort and more to come, we hope.
Oh, you had us faked out for a minute. I thought you were going to turn us an 8, and then all of a sudden you squeezed out a 9.
Maybe I influenced him.
You may have influenced him. Okay, well, great. Thanks, judges. And Domingo, thank you very much for joining us here on stage. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.